It's Monday, February 15th, and the dogs and I are skiing at Trillium Lake on Mount Hood. Cassie decided to take the morning off and is sleeping on the couch by the fireplace. Zoe and Brady, though, always want to go. The tracks are icy this morning, and there's nobody out on the trail, which is my favorite time to come out. You can hear the crunch of the ice as we go along the tracks. It's also a great time for Zoe, who particularly enjoys this low snow year, when there's lots of bare spots alongside the trail where the critters come out and she can chase things through the woods. So every now and then she'll vanish into the timber and we won't see her for a few minutes until she's finished chasing whatever she was after. Brady has a tremendous amount of energy and needs to run lots every day. So skiing is one of his favorite things to do. Both dogs don't do very well in the heat. So the winter time is their favorite time to come out and run. Later today, bad weather is supposed to move in to Mount Hood. So we chose to get out early and get our skiing done before the rain begins. It's always good to get under cover on Mount Hood and get out of the foul weather, particularly if you're going into the backcountry. As evidenced by the 30+ fatalities that have occurred on Mount Hood since 1980, with winter climbers who chose to ignore the weather forecast. Once again, Zoe's emerged from the woods. She's having a great time. I expect she'll be gone again here in another minute. Usually on the weekends, Trillium Lake is very busy, and I don't come here. But with the fair weather and the icy tracks, the place is surprisingly empty for a Monday holiday. We'll be approaching Trillium Lake here pretty soon, and I'll wait to shut off the video until we get a view of Mount Hood. The dogs are working together. Brady hasn't quite figured out what's going on yet, and instead of perking his ears up and hunting with Zoe, he likes to chase after her and nip at her heels. We're going past the Mud Creek Loop, which is an 8-mile jaunt into the backcountry. We'll avoid that today because, again, weather is supposed to deteriorate as early as mid-afternoon. You couldn't tell that from the clear blue sky that we currently have here at Mount Hood. The dogs have figured out the best thing to do is stay out in front so they get first crack at any critters that come out of the woods. Back in here where there's nobody around, we've seen a lot of different animals. Elk and deer, an occasional cougar, and lots of two-legged critters that are sometimes out of control. We're approaching the last slope down to the lake. Again, the tracks are fast. And I expect it will pick up some speed. I bought these Tench Mountain skis in honor of my trainers when I joined Ski Patrol approximately 40 years ago. And unbeknownst to me, as an 18-year-old college freshman, my Ski Patrol trainers were Tench Mountain World War II volunteers. The Karu Tench Mountain ski has been one of the best you can buy for the last 40 years. The company has just been bought, and I got the last pair at REI in Taggart, Oregon, before they went out of stock. We're approaching the view of Mount Hood. You can see Brady has plenty of energy. Zoe, the prairie dog, is gone again. I'm sure she'll be back once she satisfies herself that all the critters are gone. So we've just cleared the woods and we're approaching the view of Mount Hood. This is one of my favorite hikes. The mountain is in stellar shape today, and fortunately, since the tracks are icy and fast, there's nobody here. I'll post this video on YouTube and hope that all of you enjoy it. Maybe later today I'll catch one when Cass can join us when we do a hike up the Salmon River Trail. Thanks for joining me today. This is one of my favorite cross-country skis, particularly when nobody's around. We have it to ourselves today, and this is a spectacular view of Mount Hood.